Hello everyone, I'm glad you could join us here today. I'm Melissa Breen. I work with Virginia Cooperative Extension, the state office, and this is my partner, Allison. Allison, introduce yourself.
Hi, I'm Allison Jones and I work with Virginia FFA, here with Virginia Cooperative Extension.
And we're going to just go through some seated workouts with you today. A little seated workout, some things that you can do while you're seated. We have these rolly chairs, which I don't recommend you using, but we're going to err on the side of safety today and have them against the wall. So I would suggest that when you do this, make sure you have a chair that doesn't roll, that's stable, so that you are secure in what you're doing. But sometimes you just need to do some exercises and things while you're sitting. You may have mobility where you don't get up and move around. So we're just going to take you through some things today. And I'm going to show you the easier or modified versions. Allison might give you a little more difficult version of an exercise. So just go with whatever works for you and whatever feels comfortable. And thanks for joining us. So we're going to get started. We're going to do some warm-ups. For these warm-ups, you can do them for 30 to 45 seconds. And basically what you're trying to do is just get your heart rate up and the blood flowing so that your muscles are good to go and your heart's pumping before you get into a little bit heavier workout. Warm-ups are good no matter what you do. So first of all, we're going to do neck stretches. So sit up straight. Always, we're going to watch our posture with a straight back. So take your one hand. So for instance, we're going to take our left hand. We're going to reach to our head and just bend it gently till you feel a slight stretch. And hold it. And you can see this is really good when you've been sitting all day. So you could do this sitting at your desk actually. This doesn't even have to be part of a workout, but just can help stretch those neck muscles. So we're going to do that for about 30 seconds, give or take. And I'm going to let it up. And then we're going to take our right hand, lift up, and do the same thing to this side. And you can just feel that stretch, but don't pull it till it's tight. Just pull it till you can feel the stretch slightly. And you don't want to pull it till you hurt yourself. So just give it a slight little stretch. Hold for about 30 seconds. We're just guessing on our time today, but you can just kind of hold it for about as long as it feels comfortable. Okay, back up. Okay, we're going to do what we call mock wall slides. So what you're going to do, sit up straight again, put your arms up in like a huddle, like so your elbows are all straight, hands are bent, or not your hands are bent, but your elbows are bent, so like this, okay?
Like cactus.
Like a cactus, that's a good one. So just up, straight up, and then back down, like you're sliding up a wall, okay? So you're not moving your arms forward or backwards, you're just moving them up and down. So you can feel that stretching your arms, stretching your back. When you come back down into this position, feel just like let your shoulder blades touch together, stretch up. And so that way you can know that you're keeping that correct when you come down like this and the shoulder blades are pulling together. So just do that a few times. Okay. All right. Now we're going to do knee extensions. So with your feet flat on the floor, and what we're going to do with this, we're just going to reach our leg up straight, okay? And then back down and up. So you can do this for about 30 seconds, or you can do each leg for about 10 times, 10 reps.
Or alternate.
Or alternate, like Allison's doing. So we could do, I do like this, so a lot of times I don't forget counting. But if you're going to do alternate, make sure you count each leg.
Just count to 20.
Just count to 20, or do it for 30 seconds, whichever works. So whichever works for you, but basically you're stretching. You can feel the stretch in this. And when you bring your foot up, bring your toes towards you. And that'll just kind of stretch those ankles. Okay? All right. Now, you feel your body warming up a little bit and all, we're going to do a hip opener. So we have a couple different ways we can do hip opener. We can do, which Allison is going to do, knee, foot to knee. So she's going to pick her one leg up. So in this instance, she's going to pick her right leg up and put it on her right leg to her left knee, okay?
Really watching our posture on this.
Yes, and watch your posture, okay? And I'm going to put my ankle, I'm going to put it over the opposite foot. So this is the easier route. This was a little more tougher. So what you're going to do is sit up straight and then lean into that stretch. And you're going to feel your hips. You'll feel it, especially in this position Allison is in, but in this one you will too. So just lean into it. Keep your back straight. and hold it. I'm gonna hold it about 30 seconds. And really what we're trying to do is just stretch those hip muscles from setting so long. Okay, back up, and then we're gonna switch legs. So again, Allison's gonna put ankle to knee, and then I'm just gonna cross the feet, ankle to ankle, and then posture, lean in, stretch. You can feel. And sometimes you'll feel this a little more than others depending on how tight your hips are from setting for long periods of time. So this is a good one. You could really just do this at your desk while you're setting and working if you feel like you need a stretch. All right, now we're going to get into our working set, and you can adjust this. You got these different exercises you can do. We're going to do it for about 30 to 60 seconds. Or, you know, if you don't want to count time, you can count reps. You can say, I'm going to do this do each of these for 10 times. So whichever works better for you. So first one we're going to do is called a chair bend or a straddle. So what we're going to do is we're going to set up straight, and this again is another hip stretcher. So we're going to put our feet apart, and you can do like, you don't have to do wide, or you can do wide. Okay, so pick a good place, and then you're going to take your hands, put them on your legs, and just kind of keep your back straight, and just kind of bend down toward your feet. Okay, so you're stretching, and you can you feel that stretch, Allison?
Mm-hmm.
You can feel that in your hips and your lower back, and this is called just a chair straddle. So you're just stretching out, and about 30 seconds. You can do this sitting on the couch. So some of these you can do independently. You can do them with the workout. So just a lot of different pieces you can pull out and do different things with them. So you hold this for about 30 to 60 seconds, and then back up. Okay. Now everybody knows how to do the next thing. We're going to do walk in place. I'm going to do a walk in place, and then Allison is going to give you a little more intensity of that to show you how you can increase that if you need a little more intensity with that walk. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to pick my feet up with my back straight, and you can put your hands wherever, but I just have them on my legs. But you can just gently walk in place like you're walking, and this is just moving your legs, and you can feel, if you keep your hands here, you can feel that in your thighs, but just up and down. But Allison's going to give you a little more intensity to show you how you can increase that if you want to.
And just lifting the knees higher.
Yep, look at that.
Yeah.
So just give a little more.
Or insert like a pause or something like that will also make it more intense. Like a static hold.
Mm-hmm. And so see, that way you can go, intermediate. So like basically you can, if you're not even able to move much, you can do this. If you want to just get a really little more intensity, you can do that. So there's some different things that we can do. All right. Now, next one we're going to do is elbow to knee. So we're going to do this two different ways. I'll do the lighter version, and Allison will do the full version. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to set up straight, and I'm going to just do knee to elbows. But I'm not going to I'm just going to bring my knee gently up. But Allison will do hers a little more, with a little more motion. So I'm just going to do gentle and like the slight movement, okay? But then Allison's going to show you how you can just do it with a little more up with the knees versus, so if you don't have much movement or mobility, you can just do it lightly like I am, okay? Just, you don't even have to touch your elbow to knee, but just kind of like elbow toward the knee, okay? So this is more of a just slightly moving, and as you can tell, Allison is bringing her knee way up and more, and you can also pick the intensity up too. So like you can do slow, or you can pick up the pace and do it quicker if you want to get your heart rate up. So a lot of different options you can add into that. Okay, next one, seated row. What the row is going to do is going to help with your back and stuff. You can put water bottles in your hand if you wanted to, or cans. But what we're going to do today, we're just not going to put anything. But what you're going to do, set up straight, bend slightly toward the floor so you have a 90-degree angle. Put your hands out, okay? Grab your fist like this, so you have a fist, so just like you really feel like you're lifting something. Look straight forward so that your neck and your back's straight, and just lift up, lift your elbows, and then feel your shoulder blades pinch together like you're pinching a tennis ball. And you go, we do about 10 of these, and you can do it for about 30 seconds. But if you do, you know, so you like literally can just count 10, or you can count, put your time on for 30 seconds and do all of these for 30 to 60 seconds, whichever works, ever how long you want to do it. How, you know, so really just make this workout work for you, just something to get you moving. And even if you are not able to stand and do workouts, this is a great workout to get your body moving, okay? All right, running in place. We did walking, okay? So we're going to do running in place. So basically the same thing. Remember, always your posture, as Allison told us at the beginning, but then you're just going to move your feet just really fast, like you're really just running, okay? You can do slow, like so. You're like sort of walking, but it's sort of a jog where you can do really fast to get your heart, you know. So whichever you feel comfortable with, move it. Move your feet slower. And you can even do that. You could like do a fast one, slower, fast, slow. So you can increase it by doing it that way, like doing some little running in place intervals.
I can definitely feel it.
Yep. Okay. Seated TYI. Literally, this is what it means. So everybody does, but I have bad posture. I'm just going to say, I know I do, always have. So this exercise helps with your shoulders and helps with the posture. So what we're going to do 3 different directions. We'll do them about 10 times. So we're going to do, this is an I, okay? And I'm probably going to have to move, we have a T, and then a Y, okay? So whichever, like Y is probably up a little more than this. So you got I, Y, T. Okay? Can you feel that, Allison, in your shoulders?
Yeah.
So if you do a straight up like that, you can definitely feel. So I, Y, T. So just keep doing that for about 10 times. And you can do this standing, but you feel it setting. You really do just feel it in your shoulders. And you can, if you want to, you can add weights. But you don't have to. Like I said, you can really just feel this without anything whatsoever in your hands. But as you increase in intensity and things you're doing, you can add weights to it and really just give yourself a little more intensity into that.
I'm over analyzing because we're watching ourselves on a monitor. It's very strange to like try to make adjustments to make myself level because we're seeing each other like a mirrored image.
So yeah, exactly. Y and T. All right, one more. I, Y, T. And you go, like, really, I can just feel that in my shoulders right now. Can you?
Go team.
Go team. All right, next one is my favorite. It's called speed bag. So it's like adding some boxing in. So this is really my favorite little cardio thing. So just basically, we're going to sit up straight. Again, posture is important always. But just take your hands and do like this, like you're hitting a speed bag. You can do really slow motion, or you can speed it up. Or again, like I showed you, slow, then fast, slow, fast. So that way you're getting some intervals in. So you can continue to do slow, do fast like Allison's doing, or you can do fast, slow. Mm-hmm. So you can, just change it up, whatever works. So you can, and this is what, you can feel your heart rate, really, the faster you move, you can really feel your heart rate just intensifying. So this is a great way to intensify your heart rate up. All right, so we've got marching in place. So we've done walking in place, we've done running in place, now we're doing marching in place. So a lot of these, right here in your seat. So what we're going to do, Allison, we're going to do what first?
Posture.
Posture. Always, posture is important because that keeps your body aligned the way it should be and keeps you from getting injury. So we're going to do march in place. We're just going to pick our feet up like we're marching. Now, I'm just going to march to this level, and then Allison's going to add a little more intensity by lifting her legs a little bit higher just to get that. And you can feel that in your thighs, can't you, Allison?
Yes.
So the higher, you're going to feel a little more stretch, but you can definitely just do it at this level. And you can do it a little bit faster if you like, but just really you're just lifting those legs, trying to get a stretch, trying to get your heart rate up. So again, just 30 seconds, 60 seconds, 45, whatever works.
Well, and if you really focus on your breathing, this can almost be a core.
Yeah, definitely.
Exercise,
Right here, because you're lifting and filling your core. That's good. All right, now we're going to do side to side, okay? So, set up straight, okay? Feet side by side, okay? Move your foot out to the side, back in, out, back in. So basically, you're just doing side to side. So you're feeling, this is, and again, with the posture, your core, as Allison said, your core is important. A lot of your core, you work with a lot of exercises that you do anyway, because this here, like think of an apple. The center of the apple is the core. So all of the center of you is your core. So that is what keeps you balanced, keeps you stable, keeps all of everything together. So that is important to keep strong. So everything you really do in some ways affects the core. If you keep, your posture, you're stable, and engaging the core. It's like really, as I like to say, engaging your core is more like just
recognizing that it's there and
recognizing that it's there, like tightening it up, like you've seen somebody you haven't seen in a long time, and you're like you want to impress them, so you stick your gut in. So kind of like that. So all right, arm circles. So I'm gonna just kind of move here a little bit so that we're not on top of each other, but arms out to the side, okay, and then just arm circles slightly. Now you can do small circles, or Allison is going to do some wide circles and show you. Yep, look at that. So you can just do slight ones or wide ones. And so you really just change your intensity based off of your movement, and any level can do it, is what I'm saying. You can be a beginner, an intermediate, and you can really just get a good workout by changing up the intensity of what you're doing.
Go backwards?
Yep, you can go backwards. So that way you're getting both sets.
I keep
The arms
hitting this.
moving. But what we're showing you in this space, we're a limited space. We're showing you can do this anywhere, really, in a small amount of space. All right, knees up. So if you've done knees up standing, this is just the same thing setting. So again, with your posture, legs straight, kind of just hip width apart, up, knees up, as far as you can get them.
And I'm going to move out on the edge of my chair a little bit just so I can have a little bit better range of motion.
Yeah, and see, so like I'm all the way back, so I have my ability. She's showing you a little more intermediate where you can sit on the edge of the chair, hold on to it. Again, not having a rolling chair, but when you do this, because I don't want anybody rolling out, but this, she's showing you how you can just lift them a little bit higher. You can do these again, the time, 30, 60, 10 times, 11 times. What really just take these exercises and make them work for you is what we're trying to teach you today. All right, butterfly kicks. This one is, it's going right on the legs, but you can do, put your legs out straight, okay? I'm going to keep mine just a little bit above the floor. Allison's going to have hers completely straight up out of the chair. So what you're doing is you're just fluttering your legs, okay? But I'm keeping mine a little bit closer to the floor so that you can see that for that lower mobility, you don't have to have them very high to do it. You can also do it a little bit faster. Again, so just make it move and keep your core straight. That's very important.
I was doing a little scissor kick.
Yep. So you can just add, really, and then roll your ankles. You can add whatever works. So like you can roll your ankles and get that in there. A little more kicking. All right. Now, 2 more, and then we're going to do a cool down. Seated boxing, Allison. So, up straight, arms up like you to your face. So we're just going to punch out, and if you feel your shoulders, just take this and give it an intense push, okay? And then switch arms. So you're just going to go back and just give it as much power as you can from your shoulder, okay? So don't just use your hand like this, but feel it from your shoulder. So if you want to, you can put your hand on your shoulder there and just feel as it goes as you're doing it, so you know you're giving it. So then just punch, okay? Punch away the stress of the day, all the aggravation, things that have happened. Just give it a punch. You can go slow, you can go fast. So again, the intensity is up to you, okay? You can do some uppercuts. So you can do that. Again, in the shoulder, uppercuts. So,
Or some hooks.
some hooks. So make it work. Make it work for you, okay? Now, we're gonna do side to side twist, okay? So what we're gonna do, we're gonna set up straight, okay? And this is gonna be the core, so engage that core, firm yourself up, and then we're just, put your hands in front of you like this, okay? And then you're just gonna do side to side. You can do it for your time length, or you can do each. If you do it for a count, make sure you count each side. It's 1, 1, 2, 2, okay? So that you're balancing out your workout for each side. Whenever you're counting and you're doing 2 sides of something, make sure you're counting enough for each side to get the workout so that it's a balanced workout. Okay? Let's do a couple more, Allison. All right, now cool down. So we have 4 cool down exercises we're going to do, and do those for about 35-45 seconds. So really, cool down is important because what it does is going to let your body just relax. And
sorry,
that's okay. You know, it's going to let your body relax and then just kind of cool down from the workout. This is important when you do workouts, any type of workout, just to give your body that time just to get back the heart rate back to normal before you go back to your normal activity. So we're going to do a hamstring stretch. So what I'm going to do, take your foot, place it on the floor, okay? So you might have to scoot on a chair just a little. Put it on the floor and then bend down as far as you can reach it. I am not going to reach all the way down. I'm going to reach just a part way, but Allison's going to reach all the way to her foot. And just keep your back straight, stretch into that, and you can feel your hamstring stretch. But you just reach as far as your hand will go. Don't feel like you have to press into it, but just keep your back straight, looking forward with your head so that your posture is good. Okay, and let's switch sides. So then the same thing with this leg. Just take your hand, back straight, keep stretch as far as you can. You know, you might only go to here, okay? You might go to here, you might go all the way to your foot, like this. But just do whatever feels comfortable. Do not stretch too far. Don't stretch till it hurts. That's not a good thing to do. So really just stretch till it feels tight, but not like it's not where you're wincing in pain. We don't want that at all. All right. Now we're going to do a chest stretch. So what we're going to do is we're going to set so chest stretch. We're going to set up with your arms up like this, okay? And then just bend your arms backwards, like the stretch back. So like you're pulling back your shoulders back, and you feeling this stretching here. You feel that out? So
Yep.
Pull these back till you feel straight. Hold that for about 30 seconds, and you can just feel it stretching away. This is good. You can do this while you're sitting at your office again, and do that. All right, shoulder stretch. So what you're gonna do, put your arm out straight, okay? Take this hand and put it above your elbow. Do not put it on your elbow. Whenever you're working out, don't put any pressure on your elbow or your knee or joints. You want to be above it. So with this one, above the elbow, stretch your arm across and just kind of give it a stretch just a little bit. Hold that for about your 30 seconds. You can feel that in your shoulder. That's where those IYTs are coming in. That's where you're feeling this stretch from, okay? Alright, and this is a good one too if you're setting at work, and because it definitely, your shoulders, when you're setting, your neck, your shoulders, all. So any of these that really feel good, you can pick them up and just do them in the middle of the day. Don't feel like you have to do this in any order. Pick and choose something. If you need to move and get some movement, use one of these. You can do them sitting on a couch, whatever you need to do. Alright, last one, we're going to do a seated rotation stretch. So set up straight. Okay, take your right hand, reach behind, pull, and then you're going to stretch your side, and you can just feel it, side stretch. Okay, make sure your balance is correct. Hold that for about 30 seconds, 45, depending on whatever what you want to do, whatever feels good. Okay, and you can set an alarm on your iPhone, switch sides, your iPhone, your watch, your laptop, whatever, wherever you have, you know, an old time, like you can set, like download apps that'll give you these intervals, okay? So switch sides, stretch, hold the stretch. You can feel this up your back, mid back. Where do you feel it at, Allison?
I feel it a lot in my back.
Okay.
Yeah, especially like, well, right now upper back.
Yeah. So you feel it in like different spots and different tightness, but again, you can like mix and match these. Just, you know, if you need a workout, if you're at home, if you have mobility, you're in a wheelchair, you can do any of these. You know, depending, or you can pick and choose which ones you feel comfortable doing. So we ask that you just feel free to do them. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out. My email is msbreen, BREEN, @vt.edu, and I'd be glad to answer any questions. But we're thankful that you joined us today, and be on the lookout for some more workouts soon. Thank you.